So I finished a big painting recently. It was a 24 by 24. So it was really big. It was on this easel. And I'm starting a smaller painting now, something that is a 11 by 14. Really simple, really small. I'm gonna be so honest, I have not painted in a couple of days. Like, I have not painted in a while, and I feel like that painting and then the two paintings I did afterwards, they kind of put me in some sort of rut with painting. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, and yeah, so I am working on a painting now that's smaller, something not too intense. But I already have a reference picture, so I'll show you the reference picture. This is the picture. So as you can see, it's very colorful, very like, you know, I love the reds, the pinks. I love the pinks. And so I'm gonna probably paint this on my canvas. Hey, so this is me, Miles again, but just me with the mic this time. So I'm starting the painting here. As we can see, I'm using a teal color to kind of start the base. And that's kind of, I think teal is my favorite color. So it wasn't hard to choose that color as the backdrop. But I'm basically just working on adding the teal. And I am doing it on a small canvas, as I mentioned earlier. I felt kind of nervous, not gonna lie. I felt kind of nervous because I'm comfortable with bigger canvases more so than smaller canvases because you have more room to actually make mistakes and to, I don't know, just to put in every little detail that you enjoy and that you so choose to put in. So not being able to do that with a smaller canvas is kind of frustrating, but it's okay. You know what, we worked through it, we pushed through. So here I am adding in the cloud details, which were fun and simple. I started out kind of abstract with the clouds, but you know, as time went on, I added more detail that kind of fit the vibe and aesthetic that I wanted for the painting. I'm not a big fan of painting abstract, and you may think, the Miles, that makes no sense. You literally have so many abstract floral paintings that you've done before. But while that may be the case, it doesn't mean that I love it. You know, I like doing it because it can be kind of like a palette cleanser painting, but it's not always something that I prefer. So, yeah. I dropped my camera on my canvas and it cut a hole in the canvas. That's just annoying. So this is my only 11 by 14 canvas. And so I had to switch to a smaller canvas, and you'll kind of see when I show the process, the new canvas is smaller. It was not on purpose. It was on accident, guys. I swear. That was not what was planned. It's kind of frustrating. I'm kind of mad. And I don't know if this has ever happened to me before. Here we are, though. It's happening now, so I have to get over it. I'm so excited because I got this new book called Remarkably Bright Creatures. And if you notice, the color of the cover is teal and orange, and just very teal, very orangey vibes. And my new painting that I'm painting right now is orange and teal, and it was not planned, but I was just looking at it. I got this book today and I'm just like, wait, actually this matches the aesthetic of that painting that I'm painting right now, so I think you'll like it. I hope you like it. But yeah, let's get back to painting. So this is where I start painting the leaves for the painting, and this was really fun, I will say. So I was working on the leaves, and I'm looking back at it now, and I'm just thinking to myself, I was not done with the clouds, so why in the world did I start painting leaves? I should have perfected the clouds before I started painting leaves, because later on in the painting I was trying to not rush, but I was trying to figure out how to correct what I messed up and kind of fill the gaps in between the leaves with cloud-like colors that kind of went with the rest of the painting. So that was a big mistake, and I usually don't do that, but that's okay. We live and we learn. So I was just kind of trying to start, at this point I was just starting with the process. So yeah, I love this part of the painting a lot. Hi, it is the next morning, and I didn't paint much more than what I recorded in my last segment. I was tired, okay guys, but I'm painting now. I have my mason jar, which I always fill up with water, and I paint. One thing I learned recently was that you should never pour paint either down your toilet and of course not down your sink. So what I've been doing is I've been using paper towels to dry up the paint in the mason jar, and then when it dries I throw it in the trash. So it's better for the environment and it's better for your pipes as well. So I've been doing that, and I have my palette, which is really dirty, full of hours and hours of paint on here. I remember when it was completely empty, and now it's just... See, I like to keep the paint on there to remind me of my endeavors, my painting endeavors. And I have the easel right here. So the easel is basically where I'm going to be painting my painting. It's really small, so do I need an easel for it? No, but easels are just fun to use. So I'm going to paint this painting. I don't think it's going to take much longer to paint this painting, but it's just a fun little palette cleanser painting. So I think it's a good painting to get me out of my ruts. So yeah. So now I'm working on the clouds again. As we know, I was getting somewhere and I realized, okay, let's go back and add some more. So clouds are scary to me, and I think I will kind of always feel that way. I don't know. There's just something that every artist has that they're just kind of scared of doing. And for me, it's painting clouds. But the problem is, it's not really a problem, but it's just like a okay, just, it's a problem, but it's cool. I love painting clouds once I'm done. Like, once I'm done and I see the result, I'm like, oh, actually, that was so rewarding and I love it. Just in the moment of actually painting clouds, I'm so stressed out. And guys, I'm going to be so honest, having to post on social media, I don't really have to, but I love posting on social media. I love posting my art. I love sharing my art because so many people have come to me and told me, you got me back into art and I love painting now because of you. And that is such a beautiful thing. Like, I love it. And it keeps me going, because you create, and honestly, creating content online can feel like such a thankless position, especially as someone doing a small business. But hearing those words are so special to me. And so obviously every painting that I create, I just want to share it with people. I want people to see it. I want people to feel inspired. I want them to feel like they can pick up a canvas and do it too, which is why I love explaining my process to kind of show people how I do it. So with that knowledge, I'm always a little worried. I'm always thinking to myself, am I going to be able to finish this? And is it going to look good? Is it going to measure up to what I've made in the past? That's kind of always what's going on in my head when I'm painting. So it's kind of frustrating sometimes, especially when I'm painting things that are harder for me, like clouds. But I'm getting better. And my recommendation for anyone who's scared of painting and is just thinking to themselves, I don't know if I should do it, just do it and learn. And I've done so many tutorials. When I first started, I've done so many of those. Now I kind of just play it by ear, teach myself. But when I first started painting, yeah, I looked at tutorials. Yeah, I did. It was important. It's vital. It's not vital, but it's very crucial if you want to grow quicker as an artist and as, with your skill. But I would say the most important thing is just to practice. You can watch 20 trillion tutorial videos, but if you're not actually practicing, you can't get better. So practice makes perfect. Not really, not perfect, but it makes much better. So by me practicing, I've seen so much improvement over the past year of my art, and I feel comfortable selling my art because I've built it up from the ground up, literally. So I know that I've developed a skill that is something that, it took time to build. And so I really feel comfortable selling my art now. And that's not a place that I was always at. And it's always kind of been an uphill battle as an artist at times, but it's been so rewarding. It has like little checkpoints as you keep on going with your track. And I love painting. That was a long spiel, but as you can see, I have a lot of progress that I've made. I'm working on the branches now, which are kind of finalizing the painting besides the oranges, because there are going to be oranges on the painting. So I was thinking, okay, I actually like this. You know how you get to a painting and you're just like, oh, actually, I like this. Once you get to a certain point, that was this point for me. And I am happy. Yeah. Okay, so I've been painting for like an hour and a half since I got back to my house after the day. And I'm taking a break now because I like the painting a lot. As you can see, it's very colorful and fun, but the clouds are stressing me out. Clouds always stress me out. But I love how they look when I'm done. It just takes a long time to get to where I want them to be. So this is not where I want it to be at the moment, but we're gonna probably just come back to it tomorrow, to be honest. I think I'm gonna come back to it tomorrow. Give myself some time to just process what I really want it to look like and then come back to it. It won't hurt. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it has actually been a few days since I painted. I really thought I was gonna have this painting done by now. It is now Thursday. Here I am Still not done with the painting, but that's okay. I'm gonna work on it today and we're gonna see where I get with it. I think I have a lot of momentum now. I got BTS tickets this morning actually, so I'm really hyped for that, and I really think that it's gonna be so much fun. So I'm thinking about that, but I'm also thinking about the anticipation of having the painting done. So yeah, I'm gonna get to this painting now and we're gonna see how much I can get done tonight. And I'm also gonna be eating my dinner, which is some quiche and some crackers. So I'm gonna eat my dinner, watch a TV show, and then I'm gonna start painting. So I drew a bird to put on the canvas. As you can see, the canvas is basically about done. So I was gonna put a bird on the canvas. This is the bird. It's actually really cute. I think it's cute. But the problem is that it's too big for the actual like canvas. Cause it's like, why is the bird so big compared to an orange, you know? So I'm either gonna redraw it or I might just like take out the bird situation altogether. So I'm gonna see I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do and we'll proceed from there. Guys, be honest, do you like it? I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I like it a lot as it is and I don't really want to ruin it, honestly. Some paintings that you guys see from me, I thought would be a certain way and then they end up being different, but it's because I was like, you know what, I think I just want to stop here so I don't ruin anything. So this is the painting and I think I'm gonna stop here, and I love it and I think it's really cool. I love the clouds and I kind of want to just move on to another painting because this is just really simple and small. I'm gonna paint the edges though, just for fun. I don't think I'm gonna sell this one, to be honest, but it's just really fun and I'm definitely gonna make prints out of it, but we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna paint the edges and then I will report back. Morning, guys. It is 2 days later and I just photographed this painting. I love it a lot. It's really colorful, it's really fun, and I wanted to give you guys kind of a nice view of it in the sunlight because I kind of showed it when I was painting it at night, but this is it in the sun, the glorious morning sun. So I love this one. It's really nice. I also started another painting, which I will probably show at another time. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, so yeah, so this is my painting right now. I took some pictures outside of the painting and it was horrible because it was 20 degrees outside and my nose turned red and my fingers were literally like shaking and I couldn't feel them, but it's okay. I got pictures of my painting, and I'm also going to take pictures of the prints that I'm going to make for it. So I'm going to make some prints and I'm going to take pictures of those as well. And yeah, I'm just excited to post them on my website and see what happens. But I think that's going to kind of end the vlog, I think. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've come this far, you're awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Like and subscribe if you want to. That's kind of weird to say. And yeah, so yeah. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.